I got 15 inches on this tape measure before I hit anything. What we have here is a mystery log, or at least it was when I pulled it out of the timber. I wasn't sure what it was, and I thought, you know, I might just make firewood out of this thing because it's got rot, the pith is rotted out, it's cracked all the way through. But last week, if you watched the video, I cut up another section of this that had a ton of rot in it, and to my surprise, it was absolutely gorgeous. Tons of color, tons of figure. So now I'm really excited to mill this log up. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and it's gonna be a weird day because my wife's actually due to have our second child tomorrow. So if I get a phone call, this video will have to resume in a few days. If you watched the last video, you know this is an oak log. Now this log is very dry. A lot of times oak will have a lot of moisture left in it. So this thing's been sitting around for a long time. I'm excited. I wanna see what's inside of this thing. If you're curious how I change blades on here, I've got a video on my YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description so you can see it. So here's our log. Got a couple things going on here. We got a lot of bug holes. Like I said, the hole's going all the way through the log. So I've actually oriented it so the crack is going horizontal, and I'm just gonna slab down, flip it over, slab down. At least that's the plan, unless when I'm cutting I feel like I need to do something different. Diameter, we're about 18 inches, give or take, because it's not a perfectly straight log. We got some fungus, and because of the last week's video, I know there's gonna be some beautiful color in this log. You can see the log kind of bends that way, so I wanna make sure the mill will get past it there. So I'm actually gonna move it over a little bit so we can get it lined up. Okay. I'm actually gonna slab these at 6/4, which is a little over 1.5 inches. I could cut 8/4 or larger, but with a log this size and with this much rot, I just don't really see the point of doing that. I think 6/4 will get us more material to work with, and that's what I'm gonna do. We got some mushrooms here for you mushroom fungi fans, as well as down here, really powdery white stuff. Out of curiosity, I just counted the rings on this thing, and it's about 75 years old, which it was probably laying on the ground for 5 to 10 years before I found it. So when World War II was happening, this thing was just starting its life. See what kind of secrets it holds. We got an amazing amount of color in here already. Oh yeah. Look at the color in this. We got black, red, we got ray fleck on the sides. We got all this color, the dark black. There's obviously rot, so this would have to be filled in with epoxy or something like that. But what beautiful, beautiful character we're getting. Just blown away. Absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe what we got out of that log. It could have very easily just been completely rotten. And there's rot in it, but man, turned out great. Look at that. There's so much color. It's got figure, it's got a lot going on. It's gonna make some sort of nice furniture for somebody or something. I'm telling you, you just never know what you're gonna find inside of one of these old logs. Every one of them is different. They've all got their own characteristics. Sometimes they're rotten, sometimes they're just stunning and beautiful like this. The color, the figure. I'm into it, man. Haven't had a call, so my wife hasn't gone into labor yet either. So next time I see you, probably have an addition to the family, which would be really cool. I'm not sure what the next video will be. We got a lot of logs laying. We can go logging. We've got snow coming later this week, and I've got a child coming later this week. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows? So things are gonna get a little tricky for a little bit, but that'll be cool. I'm gonna go stack this up, see how Jackie's doing, and prepare for another child. Oh, it's so pretty. Woo!